Hey, how's it going? Noah Kane from Noah Kane Consulting. We help e-commerce and direct-to-consumer brands show up on Google and other search platforms to drive more traffic and revenue. Today we have a case study with a online liquor store. This has been a super fun client to work with that we've been working with for a little over a year. Ton of great results in a really interesting niche. There's obviously a lot of competitors out there. Ton of online liquor shops, some of which are have been around much bigger, much longer than this client. I believe they've only had their website. They've been the company's been around for a while, but the website they're only 5 or 6, maybe 7 years tops into their online journey. So I came to them after a period of growth, but they were eager to start dominating their keyword rankings after working with an SEO provider who got them a little traction, but really hadn't helped them break all the way through to where they wanted to be. So here we're looking at where they were last year at this time and to where we are now in the middle of August. You can see we're in Ahrefs to have our organic keywords set to positions 1 through 10. So that's the first page of Google. New and improved keywords, right, to see where we progressed. And then more importantly, the commercial and transactional keywords, because those are the phrases that tend to perform better than others. Now, an interesting aspect of working with a liquor brand is that while, yes, some people might search for their brand, they are also searching for the specific liquor brands, which you'll see in a second as we dig into the keyword rankings here. So typically when I do these case studies or walk through these keywords with my clients, I'll actually turn on, there's a filter setting where we can turn on non-branded keywords. But in this case, we actually want, with the way that Ahrefs works, we actually want some of the branded keywords because those brands are Don Julio tequila and et cetera, those types of things, right? Where we actually want to and have been able to improve the rankings for those specific brands. So let's dive on in. As you can see, 1 year in, 3,700 plus keywords have improved on the first page of Google, which is phenomenal. And let's just go down the rankings here. So kicking things off, right? We've helped them improve on keywords like liquor store, alcohol online, liquor stores, right? So you can imagine how helpful that is. Just the average person's like, I just need to buy some alcohol online. They're showing up right at the top, which is awesome. Expensive tequila. So this is an interesting one to talk about. This brand had a ton of collection pages where there was just duplicates everywhere, collections targeting the same keywords, and they were getting hurt so much by this. And so we've been able to really help their tequila and whiskey and bourbon keyword phrases a ton by cleaning all that up, really understanding what's performing, what's not, actually deleting a ton of collections first, and then working to build some back up for different phrases and categories. Best tequila, another one you can see there, 66th to second, right? Now, obviously, those best keyword phrases are really nice right now in SEO. Buy alcohol online, they're number one. For online liquor store, they're number one. And look at the keyword difficulties on that. You can see 77. 69, right? These are really, really hard keywords to rank for. They're crushing it. And now we're seeing a few of these branded keywords. So beatbox alcohol, right? That's a type of, that's a brand that they sell. 28th to 7th, right? So just imagine when you think about, they're unlikely to show up number one for those brands, right? Because that brand's going to own that brand. And same, you can see a little further down here, Graham Mallow, Tormindo. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble seeing that. We have Jarritos, hard soda, right? All these keyword phrases, right? It's unlikely that this liquor shop or any liquor shop is going to rank number one for those branded phrases. But right, people still are more likely to buy not directly from the brand's website, the manufacturer's website, but from whatever other online shops show up. So if you can imagine having your business show up on the first page and ideally towards the top or right below the manufacturer's website, these are huge keyword wins for them, right? Because it's you're doing your research. Oh, that's the brand, but I can go buy it here, and that's what we've been able to do for some of these keywords as well. We have some other great wins: Blanco tequila, top shelf tequila. They didn't rank for that at all. 6,400 searches a month, number 4th now. For that. Cognac brands, right? 5th to 1st. They're first for that. 8,000 searches a month. Don Julio, 47th to 9th, right? These are not easy keywords to go mess around with, and we're crushing it. 100 agave tequila brands, third to first, and yeah, you get the idea. Premium tequila brands, alcohol websites, and so forth. So we've absolutely crushed it for this brand. And what's been interesting, this has been a very interesting SEO campaign to go on, because one of the things that happened in the middle of this, and this is where it's always great to have good communication and trust with your clients, is we got them early traction, right? So the first few months doing great, and then there was a decent algorithm update a few months back. This is now back in March, right, the middle of March. And that algorithm update, just being honest, right, it did not go as well as we would have liked for this website, right? So they were hit decently, I would say, by that, and that can be frustrating, especially because we were already getting some really good traction, right? And so from there, we kind of let the dust settle, kept doing our normal work, and then we really kind of analyzed, all right, what is going on here. What we found is that from the update, the way in which we had done some of our, had previously done our on-page optimization that was working, we had to switch up how we were targeting some of our keywords, because the intent, right, the keywords we were targeting before, the intent had kind of changed a bit, right, to where they had gotten a little more informational instead of transactional. So it's been a lot of work going back and cleaning things up, getting things better aligned with the right keyword phrases, redoing a ton of internal linking and so forth, working on the right supporting blog content, still getting backlinks, obviously it's always important too. And through doing that, right, it took a couple of months of like, all right, are we going to turn the corner? And then as we got closer to middle of May, beginning of June, we really started to see things turn the corner for this brand, and started getting some momentum again that we had seen earlier on in the campaign. And then thankfully, and again, we don't, this is kind of some of the stuff you don't always have control over. We had been hit negatively by the update in March, and then the update at the end of June that we just had a little bit ago, that was a favorable one for this brand, right? So we in addition to the momentum we had built up in our recovery, we got a nice little boost from that update as well. So this brand is absolutely crushing right now. I was just talking with one of the owners, and for August right now, their organic revenue is up 80% year over year. So through we're almost to the halfway through August. So August is going to be an awesome month, and this is turning into, right, they've invested a lot in the SEO, but working with us, this is going to be adding multiple six figures of revenue just from the organic channel. And that doesn't include, you always got to think about how many people are coming in through organic and going on the email list and converting later, or being retargeted on social or ads, right? So this is, we've really helped provide a ton of value here. And there's still plenty of work to do. This is a big site. They have a lot of new products coming out all the time too. So a lot of fun to work with, and hopefully a partnership that we're going to maintain, for the foreseeable future. So that's all for now, and I'll catch you all in the next video.